No, no, I don't want anything. I go, are you sure you don't want anything from my brother?
I
And,
love how you just give them up. Okay, we're interrupting the conversation
are
because
are we
we're recording.
recording? Oh,
You can't. This is what happens with friends who talk to each other on film. We have to stop talking to each other when we're not.
and
We're
record it.
rolling.
Don't waste it. Don't
I
waste
know.
good
Always
material.
be recording. I'm Lisa.
I'm Keith.
Friends drinking beer.
Welcome.
It is the end of May. I can't believe May just.
I know, like that.
Oh, so crazy. And as you can tell, it's bright and sunny outside. We've had rain. It's been very nice. But
I have a question.
I have an
At
answer.
some point, could we, if this is possible, logistically if possible, when the weather gets like nice, could we do like an episode like outside?
We could. We'd have to. It would have to be.
When nobody's mowing.
No one's
You think
mowing.
about-
Yeah, Dustin's out mowing right now.
Yeah. Because I mean, Mouse would be quiet.
Yeah, she doesn't make a lot of noise. Whoa. Okay, so the theme, because we figured out a theme for this one, is beer clubs and why you should join them.
Yeah. Because beer clubs are like brew festival. You love it, you enjoy it, but sometimes they get releases like that's the only time it's going to release. And a lot of times with beer clubs, it's like only people who are present or the members get that. So that's our theme. So everything here today
You can't buy
via a beer club.
Yeah.
Or membership.
So the first one we're pouring is pFriem. Keith is a member of the pFriem Beer Club.
Out of Hood River, Oregon.
Yep. Vinifera Saison Barrel Aged Ale 2026 is a Beaujolais inspired barrel aged farmhouse ale with Germany noir wine grapes, brewed in collaboration with our friends at Les Dubel Trouble Double Trouble wine, but it's spelled Double. Trouble. This is, I found it at first 7.4%. And it was at 2026. So I'm assuming you just picked this up recently.
Yes. So this is a recent release from.
Hey, we figured out the camera thing, so now you can see. pFriem doesn't generally put the name of their beer on the front, so
It's
it
just
just
private.
says pFriem barrel
aged.
So yeah, sorry about that. Because if I turn around back, sure you can try to figure out what it's saying, but it's going to be hard. All right.
When you look at this barrel aged, people are like, well, this looks like a farmhouse. This totally yeah, right?
It's, you know what it smells like? It smells like graham crackers. Wow, that is very.
I would not think barrel aged. If somebody said like, "Here's a beer," I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm like, okay, this might be alambic, but you taste it like, oh no, it's heavier than alambic. But like, yeah, it's
and it's tart, but it's wine tart, not generally what I think of as it's
Gamay Noir
mild.
wine
It's not
grapes.
sour, it's tart. Yeah, so the Beaujolais. Beaujolais is a wine term. I know that.
Well, have you ever heard of Gamay wine?
Gamay?
Yeah.
Is that a place or a type of grape?
Yes. It is both.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, at least I knew enough to ask.
Right. No, it's a good question.
At least I knew enough.
No, it's a good question. So I actually have a pFriem story. And this is going back years ago where, we just drink our beer. We know we're happy when we can get it. When we drink it, that's fine. But occasionally brewers will do beer pairing dinners, which we're always down with. That's why we're always talking about food with beer. And they did one at the Beer Stein. Knew it was pFriem coming down. And so I signed up for it. I'm like, okay, I know that the food at the Beer Stein is really good because they told you what the menu is. Because why would you pay money unless I knew that I love beer? So I did it, and they didn't just come down with like two people. Their whole brewing crew came down.
Sweet.
And so when they came down, they drove. It's a 2.5 hour drive, but they came down. and they had the explanation of here's our beer, here's why we paired it with the chef, da 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 da, and you're drinking and everything's wonderful and the food's wonderful, and they go around, they talk to people like, hey Lisa, how long have you had pFriem, what da 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 da, what do you like, and da da da, and they did it with me, and at the time I was doing my other beer channel,
So long ago, I don't remember the name.
yeah, the name was what's it? The Beer Guys. Yeah, the Beer Guys. And so they're da, da, da. I go, but I've liked you guys for years. And they go, have you ever been to pFriem? Now, because I'd never been there, I'm just like, oh, they're probably at Portland brewing there. Are you guys in Portland? They're like, no, we're in Hood River. And I'm like, I always drive through Hood River. If you've never been through Hood River, it's beautiful. It's up there by Multnomah Falls. It's a beautiful area, but I just drove through it. I'm like, oh, okay. And they said this, and this was cool, because most people like, we're just going to promote our beer and nothing else. But they go, all right. They go, you need to come up, but don't do it for just a day. Make a weekend of it. And they go, because the thing about Hood River, because they have the brewery, the tasting house, and then their barrel house, right?
Oh, okay.
And they said
Like Block 15.
Right. And they said,
okay.
so our tasting room is right, just right across the street from our room, like convenient. But they go, you're within walking distance of other breweries. I'm like, okay, now I got to look it up, other breweries. But anyway, so I'm saying this, I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then, we get to talking. We're just talking about beers, so like what kind of beers you like, and da 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 da. And I'm like, I'm not saying that.
How many times has he said da 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 so far? I think I'm up to 11.
Maybe my brain has just lost it, that I have no idea what I'm going to say. It's a good thing that I don't do that when I teach. Anyway,
because you know what you're going to say.
So I'm talking with one of the crew, and they're saying like, when we're talking, like, because they're drinking too. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if this is the beer or just enjoy my conversation. Goes like, well, what of our beers that you like? I'm like, well, I lean more towards the Belgian, but I like this. I like this. I like, well, Keith, we don't want to take all this beer back. Are you parked outside? I'm like, yes. They go, let's go. And I'm just like, this is like, sounds like, and it's dark, so it looks like some weird, creepy drug deal. So he cracked open his trunk, and like, they still had a ton of beer. So they had enough beer to get everybody happy, and if people wanted to buy stuff. But they're like, we don't want to take this back. So what do you like? And I'm like, well, I like the Belgian this, the Belgian this, and then the beer barrel aged this. All right. He's like, okay, I'm doing this. And he goes, you want that? Yeah. And so we walk over. At that time, I'm driving a little teeny tiny Kia Soul. I open the back up, puts that down. He goes, dude, you got more room. I go, are you sure it's fine? I goes, I told you we don't want to take it back. And so I'm feeling a little guilty, but I love the beer. And so he does this again. I go, I feel bad. You should offer other people this. Are you sure? I'm like, all right. I go, no, this is fine. I go, my beer fridge is going to be stocked for a while. And when I say a while, I mean like months. I got a lot of beer, and they're just giving it away. Shh. Well, notice I didn't give a name, so I'm not going to get somebody in trouble. Like, you did what? But anyway, he did say they didn't want to take it back. So anyway, so I'm sharing this, and you take a picture, and people are just like, no. That was part of the beer dinner. I'm like, no, he really didn't want to take it back. They're like, because I take a picture of my whole beer fridge, which is stocked. Like, so stocked, most of us have like, we have the beers that we like, but have like, I'm coming home, I'm thirsty. Like, I'll have like a Blue Moon or a Kona. Like, it's just beer.
Kona.
A beer. No, Kona beer. Kona Brewing.
Oh, Kona Brewing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. Kona and Corona. So
all my beer fridge is stacked and with all the goods there. And so like it was like right after like an ale song and then free. So I'm just like, I have like the most bougiest beer fridge. So that was my happy experience with pFriem. That's not why I love pFriem. Not just because of free beer.
pFriem before.
But yeah, it's really good. And so they delivered. So when it fast forward in time when they say like, oh, when most breweries are like, hey, we'll do I wonder if they started that right around COVID. Like, we got to get people a beer where they can ship it to us. Anyway, when they said, yeah, we're going to have a beer membership, and it's kind of like quarterly, like ale song. And if you come by, yeah, we'll give it to you. But if you're out of town, we will ship it to you, and you got to pay for the shipping charge, and then we'll give you the releases. So here's what we will ship you. If you want to modify it or change it, you can. And so this is a result.
Yeah,
That's my free.
that is one of the good things about beer clubs is shipping has become a bit easier for them to do.
Mhm.
So if you don't live nearby or out of state, they're still, we're still dealing with states that won't allow alcohol across their.
Shame.
Well, they've just got to figure it all out. But anyway, so that is one way to support a brewery that isn't as close to you as you would like.
And that's a lot more affordable. Not knocking Tavor. Tavor is like the Amazon Prime, who does get away with. They can, like I said, I don't know.
Well, since
I'm
we're
sure
prepping so
there's
many,
so many that
breweries,
like
they can.
yeah, like oh, we'll ship to New Jersey, to Oregon, to Florida, whatever. They do that, but the shipping is not the cheapest.
No,
So if you can
no,
get a deal on that, but with
that
these,
is,
yeah,
beer is bottled in glass generally, and it gets heavy. It gets heavy fast.
yeah.
So anyway, well, we had it's the West Coast swing of the Pro Disc Golf Tour. So all the pro disc golfers were down in Stockton last weekend. Congratulations, Holland. Congratulations, Vinny, for winning MPO and FPO. But now everyone.
You got to tell them what that means. MPO and FPO.
Professional women, professional male, professional female.
Right. I did.
So yeah, and those are the only they don't do protected classes, so it's just you if you want to play. Those are the only two fields you can play in.
Did Zoe go?
Zoe did, and she played, and she played all 4 days because they had a cut line on Saturday on moving day.
Okay.
So she made the cut, and she was able to play on Sunday. So
Zoe, champion disc golf.
Yes, Zoe didn't. And so I woke up yesterday morning to cars
everywhere,
camper vans, people parked out. So we had breakfast burritos, homemade breakfast burritos, and homemade waffles for everybody. So that was fun. And then we basically played what we call mob golf. So everyone was playing for themselves, but we were all in one big group. I think there were 8 or 10 of us. Yeah. So it was really fun.
So it was very crowded.
Yeah, it was crowded. I know it was crowded here. And my house is a mess right now. So anyway, it was just like, don't go down there. Don't open that door, because I proverbial, the closet that you open the door and everything comes out, falling out. Yeah, so I've been shoving.
Not that door, the other door.
Yeah, so don't go there. Anyway, so it was fun, and thankfully the weather was beautiful yesterday. We had rain. Actually, we did get rained on a little bit, I think, on the last 2 or 3 holes. Anyway, it was fine. Oregon weather. We had no winter per se, and
dry winter for Oregon.
It was dry and mild, so mild.
Oh yeah.
So the weeds are insane. The bugs are insane. It needs
to get a little bit of cold to kill all the nasty bugs and the yellow jackets. So this might be a bad yellow jacket.
It is already. Yes. Yeah, it's terrible. In fact, today we were out playing. We were out playing today, and I thought I was about to step on a ground nest. It's like backed up. I know, because you step on it and they just swarm you. It's terrible. Anyway, thankfully it was not a ground nest. So yum. This is we drink a lot of wine beer hybrids, but this one's very
I think the barrel age just makes it smoother.
Yeah, it's not because it's not
overly tart. It's
dark. Yeah. It was a pretty color. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, next on the list. So I belong to the Deschutes Cellar Club, and Deschutes brews over in Bend, which you were just over there, mm-hmm. Right? How was the beer? It was a festival, right?
Very first Bend and Brewers Festival. So that, not the huge one that was historically in Bend, because that one has ended. I don't think they're going to come back. But I found another brew fest in Bend, so this is the first time I've been to that particular brew fest. and they had it at Drake Park, which is where the usual Bend float, which if you've never been there, the best float in the state. You can quote me on that. The little takeout for that. So nice little park. And like Lisa said, the weather is beautiful. I mean, it's one thing for it to be Memorial Day weekend, but it was beautiful. And because it was Memorial Day weekend, unlike most brew fests, it never got ridiculously crowded. So you didn't have to wait long for beer. Yeah, it was nice. And I told
And
people
you would think it would be the
the
opposite.
opposite, but it was not. So it was good. And everybody hears Brewfest go like, "Oh, but I don't like beer." They had they had cider. They had like probably six different cider booths or cider options. They had hard seltzers, which is a thing now, and then they had like a whole booth with just NA beers.
Oh,
So imagine having a choice of four different NA beers. And this one lady let me taste one. And she goes, "Well, this was unique because it's a dark NA beer." If you say, like, Keith, why is that thing? They didn't get it right for dark beer. You can do an NA lager, you can do an NA Pilsner. Even IPAs, people are like, yeah, but darks are like, oh, they didn't know how to do it. And I'm just like, you know what? That's good. Not that I'm switching to NA because nobody likes a quitter. But it was pretty good. So they had NA beers and then they had like kombucha. So like if you went with somebody who like I don't like beer, I refuse to drink beer, they still would have enjoyed it.
Had something different to taste
Yeah.
and to compare.
Yeah. And then they had the X taps, which were the special release. So the things that like this is the only time we're releasing it. And instead of one token, it costs you two. You're like, okay, let's see if it's worth it. Everybody who had one was like, "This is a really good beer." Like all of you weren't disappointed.
Good.
Like, "Oh,
Good.
this is
So
special beer." Like, nope, worth the two tokens. And of our group, people like, "Yeah, I'm going back. I'm going back." I thought about you because one of them was green. So yeah, it was a green beer, and it was and I asked Regina, I go, "Regina, what does it taste like?" She goes, "It's kind of like a kiwi and a green apple, but in a beer." I'm like, "Yeah, and it's really good. Yeah, it's really good." All right,
Nice.
what do we got?
Okay. So this is Deschutes Beer Club is called the Cellar Door Society. This is we talked about the dinner I went to for, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is one of the beers that I picked up there, and it's called Co-munichator Amburana. Amburana is a wood.
Okay.
So it is a German Doppelbock with extracts of Brazilian Amburana wood. This is 8%. And they oh, you know what? Hold on one second.
Bought beer. It's a thing.
Because look what I have.
Look at the color.
I have this.
Oh, you took notes. So
I did not take
I'm,
notes.
So I'm the nerd.
They
Well,
wrote,
you just
they
have
wrote the notes.
She's like, "I didn't take notes because they
I don't
put
take
them in
notes.
there for me."
I know.
So this is
Yeah, this
there
one.
we go. Co-munichator Amburana.
I know it
We've
smells
already talked about
so different. Well,
no, or I'll read it. I'll read
yeah,
it.
because
All right.
all of that.
So Amburana wood used to age the spirit kachaka. Brings a signature burst of cinnamon forward baking spice, evoking fresh snickerdoodle cookies. Oh my God. Traditionally intense and fast acting flavor makes it difficult to use for barrel aging. Okay, that's why they said no barrel aging. Its character has been reimagined through a gentle evaporative extraction process, capturing its aroma compounds without overwhelming the beer.
Yeah, it's a crazy like
I
I
should have
don't
smelled before I read. Just say, like, "I'm getting some sort of spice. Is it cardamom?" No, it's cinnamon.
it's a unique tasting beer. I can't
Ooh, I like it.
right? Isn't it crazy?
Oh, I like it a lot.
So it's definitely, the nice amber. It's slightly thick, but it's not Chloe.
Coin,
And
which
yeah,
which people accuse malt forward beers.
yeah. No,
German
it's
Doppelbock.
right.
All right.
And yeah, they do say no barrel aging.
They brought the wood. All right. Bottled on 3/18/26.
I know.
So
Kind of crazy, huh?
that
Anyway,
is good.
and this is what's really nice. Deschutes does give us, which so I don't have to write anything down, but they give you the names of all your beers that you're receiving, and then just a little blurb, right? It's that that Amburana is doing something. It's so cool. So yeah, and generally your Cellar Door Society beers by Deschutes are not available for purchase by the general public. So
Members only.
I know. So it does have its perks. Deschutes only releases twice a year, spring and fall.
So even more. What's the word I'm thinking of? Apparently, my brain has left the building.
It's okay.
You know that term where it's a little bit more rare? That.
A little more rare.
Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. So how's the beer pairing dinner?
Oh, the Deschutes one?
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was crazy. And
Do you have any dish that kind of stuck out more than the other? Or you just like, I liked every pairing.
oh my gosh, they
Actually, they went to town.
they
because of
did.
two.
They did. And it was a 5-course sit down dinner. And of course I deleted the photograph of the menu because for once I thought of you and I took the photograph, but then I deleted it.
I saw it. I ate it. Done. Move
Yeah,
on.
they
You move
did. They did a beautiful, like, I don't. It cod. We had two types of fish. We had cod, and we had one other type of fish, and one of them was, like meatballs served. So they
meatball
made it like
fish?
a fish cake, but they
Oh,
made it
yeah.
a meatball shape,
Okay.
and then they served it with this beautiful like pea
What was it,
spread. Oh, it
feedback
was
or-
so good. I don't know what
Okay.
I can't remember.
Sounds
And then they deep fried mushrooms, not your button mushrooms that you get in the grocery store, but whatever kind of. Oh my gosh! And that was so good. They served that with grits,
Okay.
and I'm a sucker for grits.
Yeah. If you
Oh
do
my
grits right.
gosh! Oh, so good.
And I love mushrooms. So.
And then one of the beers that we're not tasting this one. It's called Ted E. Grahams. And it is, yeah, it's brewed with actual Teddy Grahams cookies and aged in bourbon and whiskey barrels. So
Imagine that flavor.
they served that for dessert, and they made us a like graham cracker marshmallow chocolatey little pie.
Okay.
It was really
And it
fun.
paired just great with that.
Right, because it
Teddy
paired with
Grahams.
Teddy Grahams. So they do some real fun and inventive things, but this one was blew us. Because I walked in, I was by myself, and there's Rick and Carla. So I
Yeah.
sat with them, and then there's Chris, and then Steve, I think. Anyway, because I can't remember anybody's name. Dave, maybe not Steve. Dave. Anyway, so it turns out I knew a shit ton of people there, and
Rick and Carla, when they see you, they're like, "Hey, I'm like, dude,
I know.
we all love beer. So why are you surprised? Where there's good beer, why are you surprised to see us?"
Right, that we're not all members of the.
I actually give them a look because, like, and you aren't going to mention this, Rick. Looking at you, I don't give Carla that look. I look at Rick like that.
Yeah, and Rick did pour us one of the Deschutes Cellar Club tequila beers. Remember that one?
Oh, that was
They re-released that. But now it's called Tequila Katharina, and oh my god,
so good.
Mwah. So we'll have to drink that at some point because
I like it.
It's really good.
Yeah, that's the thing. I never thought I'd be. I mean, I like tequila, but like having a number of beer that was aged in tequila barrels, and knowing that just that taste. I feel sorry for people like, I don't like the taste of beer. I'm like, you haven't had the right beer. You've not had the right beer. Tastes like bourbon, tastes like tequila gin barrels.
I know. Some of the couple of the people that were here yesterday, after we finished, everyone was in the kitchen, and I opened whatever anybody wanted. So I opened up a bunch of our homemade cider, the kitchen sink cider that Travis made for us, and I opened. One guy said, "I want sour," so we just walked in the back and found a sour beer, and it's like, "Please drink this." You took him to the rack. I took him to the rack, yes, and it's why. What am I going to do? Deny if that's the beer you want? Guess what? At some point I said I don't buy any beer, and which is not really true. I do buy beer in the supermarket, but I don't buy your nationally distributed beers. I try to
Right.
bring
So
beer.
here in Oregon, yeah, you can see Ale Song in a grocery store. You can see Frame in a grocery store.
Yeah.
But it's their stock beers. I mean, it's good that you can get access to it, but these
Yeah.
are club exclusives.
Right.
Was exclusive?
No, isn't this
trying to think?
maybe
I can't. I'm gonna let it go.
rare, exclusive, rare?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. So I know,
This
isn't
is
I
really
know
good.
it's so. I thought you.
Now I want to know what dish you had this with. I'm like, 'cause, yeah, you
I
drink
can't
something like
remember.
what you start thinking like what foods would this go good with? Anything, the fish ball, the grits and
They served us red beans and rice with chicken. They served us the 2 fish dishes and dessert, and then
Rick talked about the
mushroom.
red beans and rice.
Yeah.
I told him like, dude, red beans for those like forced eat red beans and rice like 3-4 times a week. And people, oh, that would be awesome. Like, no, but you have to eat it over. I go, no, I go, literally, that was the whole dinner.
Yeah. I'm as everyone knows, I absolutely refuse to touch chicken. I ate the beans and rice, but I didn't eat the chicken.
Did you move the chicken aside?
Yeah, I did. And of course the conversation ensued, like, well,
Like, why? What's wrong with you, Lisa? Why don't you like chicken? And then she had to explain herself.
All the chicken that I need to eat in my lifetime.
See? So don't judge me with red beans and rice. She feels that way about chicken.
I know, and I won't eat. Yeah, that's why. Oh,
except you know who made
peanut
really
butter.
good red beans and rice? Best I've ever had? My brother.
Of course, your brother makes the best of everything.
Oh my god. Woo! So it is. You know what it is when we talk about food. It's if you have something like like I've tried 5 different ways like that. Maybe you just haven't had it made right. It's got beers like that. Maybe you haven't that right beer. Other people I like beer. Who gave you your first beer? I don't know. They just gave me some like room temperature IPA. I'm like, and so you're judging all beers by that? Like somebody give me a Lucky Lager, Milwaukee's Best. I'm like that's a person that gave you like the shrimp with without it being deveined. That was a little line of poop. Should not be your first foray into seafood. So you don't dislike seafoods. I mean, he just needs to do it right. Same thing with beer. He needs to give you the right beer. People are like, I don't think things that are bitter. Is this bitter at all? No.
No, it's so delicious. Unique. It's warm. I don't know how to compare Amburana wood to anything else. It's
versus a good balsa wood.
Yeah, I put balsa wood in beer. But the color does hint at that it has caramel notes, and I agree that
yes,
it
does.
Definitely has Oh right, sorry, we didn't put it on the
there we go.
on the box. I know, I finally figured out how to tilt the camera correctly and the whole bit. So my brother came into town from Manhattan.
Yes, the one from New York. So all the episodes that were here of Lisa and Karen going to New York, I finally met that brother.
Yes. So he came into town, which was very nice. It was a very short visit. I drove to Portland on Wednesday, went to the Deschutes. I thought it was just a pickup event and that they were going to do a little food pairing. Little did I know it was going to be a 5-course sit-down dinner, which was amazing and lovely. And thank you. And we tipped the wait staff so well because why not? They were just awesome. And then I spent Thursday and Friday in Portland with my girlfriends, whom I love. And Jolene and I, any street we found ourselves on, we wandered up and down at least 2-3 blocks in each direction. We found this beautiful little gallery, and we both bought, artwork. Granted,
Lisa buying art? Weird.
I know, because I have none hanging on my walls. So I know, and this one looks weird because I took pictures out and haven't read blah blah blah. Who cares? Anyway, so we just we walked into every store and wandered around and just had a really really good time. And then of course I had to go to Great Notion. And because Mosca Michelada is out, and we did have that beer last year. It's the tomato. Mm-hmm. It's basically a Bloody Mary with beer.
Which I don't like tomato, but it was delicious. Good.
And it's spicy. And I poured one, and Karen said it was too spicy for her. So anyway, come on. And then the next day we were at Ale Song at the release, and we were talking, and Erica's with us, and he says, well, last night my sister poured me a beer that had tomato and shellfish in it. Never thought I'd drink one of those. It's like, yep, I poured you a Mosca Michelada. Well, I drank it at Great Notion and they served it in the glass with the spicy salt rim and the lime.
Nice.
I was like, this is amazing.
Right.
Made it way spicier because the salt had, all the, which is just too much for me. But anyway.
But you liked it.
I love it. I love it so much. I told Jolene, I was like, sorry, honey. It's a really, really spicy beer that I really, really love for some reason.
You're not
It's
going to
take me an hour to drink it.
Right.
It's just,
because you enjoy
take
it.
our time.
You savor it.
She had the
breakfast
blueberry cheesecake smoothie beer that they were serving to her. Oh my gosh, she loved that.
Yeah,
So,
Great Notion's a good brewery.
Mm-hmm. They're celebrating their 10-year anniversary. They have a big party coming up in June, which I did not buy tickets for, but all the best to you. Great Notion.
Mike and Gene are going up there.
Yeah.
Great Notion.
Yeah. It's okay. You can't do everything.
Right.
It's fine. So my brother came down and I always put my family to work. So it took us a lot less time than I thought we would, but we ripped the carpet out of my bedroom, which I've been wanting to do for 8 years. And my friend was over and looked at because the carpet, this house was built in 2000, so I don't have beautiful hardwood floors underneath the carpet. No, I have plywood. And so one of my other friends was over and he's looking at the bare plywood floor going, "You're not going to paint this floor pink, are you?" I had already purchased the pink paint.
Oh, that was the plan.
I was like, that was the plan all along. Of course, I'm going to paint the floor pink because you know what's going to happen? In a couple of years, I'm going to refloor that room in really nice hardwood floor. So for a couple of years, while I'm
going to be
can get that done, it's going to be a pink floor. So it's literally cotton candy. It's light pink. It's hysterical. It's funny as hell. I love it. It's not my bedroom anymore, because now that's my craft room. So so I have a pink craft room.
It's your craft room. You can do whatever.
You know what my favorite color is? Why, that would be green. You know what a good complementary color to green is? Why, that would be pink. So yeah, so it brightens everything up. It's so fun. Anyway, so I had a great time with my brother Eric. He is launching his own podcast and it's all about art. Eric went to college and got his master's in architecture, and
also plays golf.
So
he goes, "Hey Keith, have you been up to this course that's by Lisa's house called Tokati?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's only one of my favorite courses in the entire state." He goes, "Oh, so at some point we need to go play golf." I go, "I didn't know you played golf. Just give me a date."
So next time he comes out, we'll plan that because I'll go up and just walk with you guys. It's so beautiful up there. It's in the mountains. It's really nice. And then we can go to Obsidian Grill for lunch because
there we go.
Love Obsidian Grill so much. So yeah, we had a great time. Oh, and then we loaded all the carpet, all the tack strips. We took and then there were some built-ins in the closet that I've just never, like, who needs a tie rack? So let's take the tie rack out. Let's take, the other stuff out of the closet. So we took all that out. We're loading it up in the back of the truck. The transfer station is a mile down the road. We did not make it. Carpet went flying out the back of the truck. Oh. We thought we had, piled stuff down and wait on it, but nope. So we're pulling over on the side of the road. We're running out, grabbing the carpet off the highway.
Flying carpet.
So we were a driving hazard there for a minute or two. But anyway, we got that picked up and got to the transfer station and just, I love hanging out with my brother and I love hanging out with my friends. You and I are doing something, but if we weren't doing this, we would be doing something else, right? You just hang out and stare at your friend or watch a movie. No,
that'd be weird.
Let's go do something. Let's go play golf together because you know what we can do? We can chit chat while we're walking between holes. Let's go do a project because you know what we can do? Chit chat. And so I just love being busy. And anyway, Eric's my guest. He's younger. They're all younger. I'm older.
You said like they're all younger.
I'm older than everybody. I might even be older than Rick.
I don't know.
So
Rick went to high school with like Jesus.
Sorry, Rick. He said it. Anyway, but I'm basically in any given situation, I generally am the oldest person in the room. And I was just talking with somebody about that yesterday. She's 23 years younger than me. And I said, well, I hang out with people your age because I don't feel
Because you're interesting.
And she said, and she, she's on the professional disc golf tour. She's like, yeah, look who I'm hanging out with, people that are 22
Right.
years younger than her. She says, this is more fun. It's,
And the thing that I love
to.
about Gen Z though is, people always like to brag about their generation was the best. And here's the thing I love about Gen Z: when they finally got old enough for people to actually listen to them, they all think the 80s was cool. So we love Gen Z. They're just like, yeah, I got this LP record of like Prince 1999. I'm like, what?
We lived through it.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? It turns out that rap was a lot better back then. We're like, we know everything that you're saying is we know this. We know this. They're just like, I like Tupac a lot better than the rappers today. Like, you beautiful children. You are so we're not worried about the future. You got this. You got this, Gen Z.
All right. This is the next. Now, this one.
Also Deschutes.
This is also Deschutes. Deschutes, most people will probably know Deschutes for their Black Butte Porter. That is one of their nationally distributed beers. And this one was last fall. This was number 39. Oh, 37. The one that I just picked up the other day is number 38. So they always barrel age their Black Butte Porter. And you're always going to get,
which is,
well, maybe not always, but at least the last two. So this one is number 37, tequila barrel aged Imperial Porter.
What?
Cheers to 37 years. This special, you can smell it from here. 37th anniversary release of Imperial Black Butte Porter draws inspiration from a tequila orange truffle, blending rich chocolate, citrusy orange peel, and a hint of spiciness, perfect for any fiesta. We have brewed this porter with orange peel, vanilla, milk, sugar, artificial chocolate flavor, natural flavors, and aged it in tequila barrels. So they didn't use cocoa nibs. So I'm wondering if the chocolate flavoring is going to be interesting to taste the difference. Now, that was release number 13, and release number 14, they re-released the 31st anniversary. So if this is 37, it was bottled back in 2019.
Oh, okay.
So this one was bottled last year. This one is released. This was the one I got last fall.
Okay.
But like I said, they released Black Butte, and in the one that I got just the other day, they gave us bottles that were bottled 6 years ago.
I'm not see on that. The brochure has an AB for B for that, but I don't see one here.
Oh, I found it. It's right here. It's so tiny. Oh no, I found it because no, I didn't. There is none. But here we go. You know what I do? I do keep these. So let's see if it's so. Black Butte Porter, bottled on 2025, aged 12.9%.
Okay.
Okay. So Deschutes number 13, they gave us this. Deschutes number 14 is the one that they gave us that's now 6 years old from 2019. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. Like I said, you could smell it from far away.
Oh my God. If you never considered getting a membership, this would convince you. My good God. I've had tequila barrel aged beers, and I've had Black Butte Porter forever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, it's their flagship.
It's a good porter. It's great.
They exist.
Oh man. Okay.
This is really good. This is really unique.
I might have to. They gave. I got 2 bottles of this last
You got
fall.
4 more.
I don't think you can.
Tequila barrel aged Imperial Porter.
I know, but I have. And then what we're going to need to do is get some more,
It is teeny tiny 12.
Oh, 12 by 9. There it is. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's a different part of the glass.
Yeah.
I did this instead of this.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's really good.
Isn't that amazing?
People usually count people like Black Butte Port. You can get that anywhere.
Yeah,
Not like,
no, it's
like
good.
this.
No, like we said, that is a grocery store beer that I will buy. Deschutes Black Butte Porter is a great beer, but this one, I know.
Oh my Lord. Ooh, sorry, I'm bumping myself. I'm so excited. So
I don't know. I don't know where all the bruises came from. Like, I'm just like,
Brent.
no, it's probably I've been moving furniture around the house. Oh my gosh.
No, so as you can tell, I get judged a lot. And so I love beer, and somebody's just like, oh,
By whom?
well, no, it goes over. It's like decades of being judged by just humanity. I'm going like, oh, you like beer? How come I don't see you drinking dark beers? I'm like, well, and back then, so this is years ago. I'm dating myself. I'm like, the majority of the dark beers were always coffee flavored, and I go, yeah, I have nothing against the dark beers. My brother is a beer racist. He doesn't like anything dark. He's like the Mississippi of
Oh my gosh.
beer drinkers. Anyway, so I go, no, it's not like that. I go, it's a flavor. I go, most dark beers are like coffee. So the minute they change flavors, wink, wink, maybe I'll start liking them. So I got accused of not. I go, no. I go, I don't like beer that the flavor's not good. And somebody goes, well, try it, Black Butte Porter. So the very first dark beer that I tried was Black Butte Porter. I'm like, okay. I'm like, this is pretty good. I'm like, see, here's my proof. I like dark beer. And then of course your whole beer palette opens up. I went to a brew fest and somebody was like, oh, you got to have like, oh God, I know the name now. I don't know the brewer. It's like 1554. It's not Deschutes. It's somebody else. It's Oregon. But 1554, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I gotta start trying dark beers. But the whole point of that is there's an evolution of beer.
Yes.
When it way back then, everything was like coffee infused, and somebody's just like, well, if we can infuse it with coffee, how about we do it with chocolate? Boom. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I love chocolate.
Also how long they roast the and what kind of malts grains they use to make the malt, and how long they roast it, and the two general flavors that come out in that roasting is coffee and or chocolate.
Right.
And
then you thought nothing else could get better, and then they said, well, now we're going to do bourbon barrel aged. I'm like, I love bourbon.
The thing that gets me is I am really, really, really not a fan of the word artificial. So the fact that they said artificial chocolate flavor. Okay, that's just my knee-jerk reaction to anything. There's some people that can taste it. Yes, and I can, and my husband had to, and I've said this before, my husband had to correct me. Every single thing we interact with is a chemical. So for me to say I can taste the chemical flavor, right? That's wrong. I'm tasting is chemical. Right. The man-made, the artificial chemical. Right. Generally, when there's an artificial, a man-made substance in whatever I'm tasting, I can taste this weird. People can taste the fake. Yeah, it's just fake people out. But this one, whatever they did, it doesn't. Whether they didn't use very much, or what they used was right, and it can be in anything. We're talking beer, but we did like a brew cycle. If you've ever done this for group, and one of the brew cycles, they'll take you where you want, or they'll suggest they said, oh, we can stop by Heritage, and we're like, oh, I think I'll feed my dog. That's a distillery. Come on, Mouser. And we're all like, well, yeah, we paid for it. Let's go down there. And there were a couple people who had never been to Heritage Distillery, where you can do flights of booze. It's so cool. And if they give you a flight of 5, it doesn't matter what booze you choose. So you're like, what if I want to do like all whiskey? They'll do it. What if I want to do like 3 vodka and then 2 whiskey? If I want to do 2 rum and 3 vodka, they'll do it. So you can do whatever you want. And so I told this guy, I'm like, you gotta try this bacon flavored vodka. And he's like, I don't know, I don't like the artificial. I go, I know, I don't like it either, but I go, this tastes like bacon. He's a picky guy. And so he tastes it and he goes, I go, what'd you think? And he goes,
That's gonna be in every bloody that I ever make. And I go, it's legit. I go, it's bacon flavored vodka. But he had said the same thing as Lisa did. Just like I cannot, you can't trick me with the artificial. It needs to be the legit flavor. And anything, actually, Travis talked about this. Remember the Travis episode?
Yes.
Says like, you know what's hard to pull off? Fat. So anything with fat is really difficult to pull off with beer,
which is why they use cocoa nibs,
which
which is cocoa, not chocolate, because chocolate has all that fat.
Right. So I'm like, I imagine I don't know if it's the same difference. I imagine it's a little easier with like just spirits. But he goes like, that tastes like bacon. I go, no. I go, you're excited because of being Bloody Marys. I don't like Bloody Marys because they're tomato, but Michelada, right? Is it Michelada? It's Michelada?
Michelada.
Is it Michelada?
Oh, remember we had
I
the
get
whole
corrected
party,
3 different
Carly
times.
corrected us. Because we were saying Michelada, and it's like, no, it's the heart Michelada.
I wish Carla was with me this weekend because somebody actually corrected me from being corrected from Carla.
I know. Carla, honey, you need to
come along.
You need to go on the Michelada train.
Right.
And just tell everybody.
Let them know. I don't know what you call it, but this tastes good. But yeah.
And it is pronounced Moet and Chandon. The T is pronounced in Moet and Chandon. Everyone thinks it's French, so they say Moet and Chandon. No, Moet.
That.
Apparently Americans think French people speak that way. No, it's Moet and Chandon.
That's why the French are laughing.
Oh, and the reason why I thought of Moet and Chandon is because they became a partial title sponsor of Formula One, and Formula One raced in Canada this weekend. And so you saw the Moet and Chandon all over. And then I listened to, I know it's so good, right? I listened.
If you like tequila, you'd like this.
A lot of podcasts about Formula One. And one of the podcasts, all 3 of them are designers. So they've worked in gaming, they've worked in advertising. They're just, they're all 3 designers. And so one of them said, did you notice on this week's Formula One that the cars were off center? They weren't in the center of the picture. They were off center.
Artists noticed the
advertisement was in the center. He said, and that's what they pay for.
Right.
They pay to be the center of attention. So
move your car.
The Sky Sports and oh my gosh, do I have a bone for you? Okay.
Vent.
Formula One is owned by a company called Liberty Media. Liberty Media sold the American rights to the viewing rights because they had their own. Like I had the Formula One app, and I could go on the Formula One website and I could watch, because I paid to watch all the races. Mm-hmm. They sold that to Apple TV. Okay. What they did was they just like I still go to my Formula One app. I still go to the Formula One and I watch it, but I can also go to my Apple TV and watch it through there. Okay, fine. That's great and wonderful. And it actually cost me less because we already had Apple TV.
Right.
So I saved money because now I don't have to pay extra. But a lot of people bitched because, of course, the price went up and blah, blah, blah. But what they are doing now is I am watching, they have a pregame show, just like basketball, football, and everything, right? So I'm watching it, and they're talking about what's going on and blah, everything that's going to be happening and all the current news. And then I get shown a minute-long F1 commercial. I already am watching Formula One.
We need to advertise.
Advertising to the people that already are paying.
Already watching.
It annoys me to no
end. You need to watch more.
And it's all, and it's not even an advertisement. It's just, look how wonderful Formula One is. They're not advertising anything specific. They're not advertising, the next race or whatever.
You need to do more of what you're already doing.
Like,
well, I'm already doing it.
Yes. Fast forwarding this minute because you're preaching to the choir literally.
Yeah. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't into it. Good. Keep coming. Do it more.
What does Apple think that they are going to make me pay more for? I mean, they may as well break away and try to sell me Tide Pods, right? Or
looking at you.
sell me a different TV show. I don't know. Anyway, it just
This is really good.
I know.
Have you ever seen I can't remember what the movie is, but it's like based on a true story about how they got gamers to actually made them drivers to drive Formula.
Yeah,
I can't remember what the movie was. It was a really good movie. And I'm just like, I'm not really into racing. I was like this watching the movie the whole time. I'm just like, no way. And they at the end they showed the real, the actors, the real,
and he's still racing. Yeah,
right. And I'm like, that's amazing. That gives gamers hope.
Well, one of the things, interesting that you bring that up, because one of the things that has been, the younger Formula One drivers are gamers.
Mm-hmm.
They've also spent a lot of time in the simulator. Mm-hmm. So it's literally like an airplane simulator. It's a car simulator. And the oldest person driving in Formula One right now. Oh, no, second oldest, because I think Fernando Alonso is the oldest. But anyway, Lewis Hamilton has made it very clear for years that he was not raised with a simulator. He was not raised as a gamer. He was raised as a race car driver.
School.
And so he made it very clear this past week that he stopped working in the simulator. He said, no, it's not working for me. I need to know that I need to go to the track. I need to meet with my engineers. So he came in second place in the race this week, which is the highest he's scored since he moved over to Ferrari. So maybe no simulator.
Somebody was in a simulator.
He lost to a 19-year-old.
Ooh.
Oh, Kimmy. Anyway, I know this beer is insane.
Low, but this is really, really good. I mean, if you like tequila, I want to try this on. We can't because it's a special thing. Somebody goes like, I like tequila, but I don't like dark beer. I'm like, yeah, I think you would like this. I get the tequila flavor, and it's so good.
I know, it's really crazy. Thank you, Deschutes, for distilling your Black Butte porter in crazy and insane ways. Now, the one I got this time around, once again, it was bottled in 2019. Chocolate cold brew coffee and cardamom, but we'll try it. Aged in bourbon barrels, so we'll see. We'll drink it at some point, but once again, coffee. Hopefully, it's not too overwhelming.
Oh well, we have an episode with Lisa and I, or wow, that's something Rick brought that like, oh, it's coffee. We're not gonna like this.
That wasn't Rick. That was our blind tasting.
Oh, the blind thing.
Yeah, remember that? It was like, oh, this is
like, I like this. Like, I like it too. And they're like, we're like, shit,
it's coffee.
It's like
coffee. Oh my gosh, we have to eat our words. I know, it's terrible.
We don't like it. Don't want any part of it. This is delicious.
Okay, so the next beer that Keith is going to open, Block 15, I believe, does have a cellar club. I know they have a membership, which I'm not a member at Block 15.
Neither am I. Let me drink there.
But this beer, I believe, is available. But the reason I included it is because this is one of the beers that I got when I entered the lottery and went to their special bourbon dinner.
Ooh.
So every year maybe not every year, they have a series called Super Nebula. And you can buy their Nebula beer year round, but then during Bourbon Month, which is in February, they release their Super Nebula. So I got this beer at the dinner, and it's a limited release. So that's why I included it, because you had to be there basically. Now because I believe you can purchase Super Nebula. The other beer that we drank at that dinner was called Super Nebula Valhalla, and that one is even more exclusive.
Was it heavenly?
it was heavenly because Valhalla has its. But anyway, so we're not drinking the Valhalla. We're drinking this just a straight up Super Nebula.
Way to tease.
Because I love Keith, but not much to give him.
Not that much. You're good for this company.
Well, no. In reality, I had 2 bottles of that and only 1 bottle of the other one, so I figured this. I know. Sorry.
It doesn't make it any better.
Throwing Keith under the bus.
All right. Super Nebula, Imperial Stout matured in bourbon barrels with cocoa nibs. So Super Nebula 2026.
Mm-hmm.
This year's Super Nebula was matured in Willet bourbon barrels and then conditioned with wild harvested fair trade cocoa nibs, carefully selected to complement its decadent character.
Yeah.
So we got 13.8 ABV.
And this is insane. It's a very heavy beer.
Bottled in 2026. Let me get the art there.
Yeah, it's really pretty. Now, if you've been with us, I did talk about this dinner. It's the dinner that Merlin and I went to, and we sat with a couple who the wife was a bourbon or no, she was a whiskey. She really, yeah. Sorry, I'm slow. So anyway, it's so good though.
I'm not upset that you didn't share the Valhalla with me.
Right? I know,
That's
it's
good.
so good. I want the Valhalla we'll drink it in about another year or 2.
See, she's just like, I'm going to age just because it's great now.
Yeah.
Let it sit.
So much better in another 2 years.
It's going on the rack.
Oh.
The special tag. Yeah. Don't open until 2027.
Yeah. So anyway, I know at Block 15, sometimes it is worth to pay the extra money to buy the more exclusive beers.
I'm not going to talk about Block 15 because I'm biased about Block 15 because it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
I make it a point whenever I'm in Corvallis to stop at Block 15.
I know. I haven't.
They know what they're doing.
You know what? Anytime you're in Corvallis, go head in there. Just call me and I'll meet you there.
Yeah. And who do we know that was left to Ale Song, but in school?
Yes. And she was there. And I keep forgetting her name. And I did remember her name when I talked about the dinner that Merlin and I went to last year. I want to say I see her face. I know exactly who you're talking about.
So here's how good this is. She said her. So that means there's 2 Ale Song people.
Zach. Well, Zach was.
Yeah, it was Zach.
Zach, but then also she still works at Block 15. And she's their head marketing person. But yeah.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Good.
So good.
Cocoa nibs. Chocolate.
So it's a little, because the Black Butte Porter had the artificial chocolate flavor.
This is richer.
That one was.
This is richer.
Now, in comparison, it feels like that one was the tiniest bit sweeter than this. Because cocoa nibs.
Well, okay.
Right? So when nibs don't have the.
So when you say sweeter, don't think beer. Think chocolate. Milk chocolate versus 70% or higher cacao.
Right. Milk.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, we're making it sweet because Americans love the sugar, and then there's this. And you're like, okay, this is chocolatey, but this is more chocolatey.
Yeah.
That one was sweeter, but this was more chocolatey.
Mm-hmm. And oh my gosh, are they all good? Mm-hmm. They're so good. So yeah. And
if you run into the Nebula, still get it. Don't think like, well, this is not Super Nebula.
Yeah,
this is really good.
Get the Block 15 Nebula series. No matter what you get out of the, whether Nebula, Super Nebula plus whatever, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Well, that's what it was called last year. So we'll see what it's called next year or this year.
Was it Block 15? It had to be Block 15 because in Corvallis, they have is it Block 15? They have a couple of different Block 15?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So they just redid one of the rooms.
Yeah. So it was much nicer. It was always nice. So there was one time where they didn't call it a brew festival. It was. But they go, I think they call it a small brew festival and oysters. And people are like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, I'll go. because I love craft beer and I love oysters. I'm like,
Why not?
how are they going to do this?
Why not? Just
And they did it by the one that's like when you're headed out of Corvallis, and it's beautiful.
I always go to the one that's right in smack in downtown.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
one's
only
more
one.
like a restaurant brewery. That's
Yeah.
fine, and I love that because they always have the TV so you can watch sports. But the tasting room is more spread out, and so what they did, this is an incredible model. I wanted to tell people about this. Where like, okay, like, I feel like it's going to be too crowded, and they still have tables, so regular people who weren't going to do the like that, and they go, no, what we're going to do is we're going to serpentine. So if you paid for it, you can just start. If you need like, come here and we'll do your thing. And like you're gonna have a serpentine and you see this line and going like, oh, this is a long line. You're like, oh no. The line just keeps kind of moving and S-ing. And so each little 20 feet you go has a little board that says, we have 2 beers here. Here are the beer, and we have 3 different oysters. So you give it a little play and go like, it's when you're like, I don't like any of the sound of that oyster, but I have to one of the 2 beers and you drink that like no, give me all the oysters. And like here's the kind of oyster, like the Konomono or from this one, some were from Washington. Yeah, they were not even all from Oregon. Some were from like Washington and California, Canada. And we're just like, oh, okay. So yeah, so even if you didn't like oysters, you would have liked it. You're like, okay. And then so what you could do is like you went to the next one, it flowed. So it wasn't like, oh, I gotta wait in this really long ass line. No, it was serpentine. I'm like, I don't know how this is working, but it's working. And so you didn't have to have it. So if you said, I just
because you weren't
one beer,
standing in line to
right
get to the end of the
right.
line.
And I'm like,
You
I'm
were
like, I'm
being
like, whoever came up with this model is good. So you go to the next one that going like, okay, this one we have 4 beers, only 2 kind of oysters. All right, well, I want to taste this and I want to do this and this, and then went on. And then when you got to back to the main hub, they're like, you have an option of like 8 oysters and only 2 beers. And you're like, I'm not upset because if you want to keep going around the serpentine, like, yeah, but like, now I'm going to get down on these oysters. And you realize like they're all different. So you're like, you already paid for it. So go ahead and have your thing. And then I get to places early because I like to be ready and I don't like to be late for anything because I feel like people anyway. So
that's why you and I are friends.
Get people who are like straight up like, yeah, I'm 45 minutes late. I'm like, well, let me tell you, you're
out.
in for a treat. I hope they still have things, and they're just like, are you happy? I'm like, I took notes, and I go, you could choose the oysters or the beer. So if you bring your significant other, like, I like oysters, just have the beer, and it's good. And I go, I don't know. This is the first time I've seen this. I'm like, there's no waiting. I'm like, whoever invented this, like, it literally keeps going. So even you said, like, I'm only at 1 beer and no oysters. All right, you're going like, so I'm not taking cuts. No, you're not taking cuts.
You're all good.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah,
That's
and you're good. And then so once you're done, if you want to be done, and I was not done because nobody likes to quit. I want to take another loop. You could still sit in the regular tables or outside. The weather was still decent. I'm just like, you have got to do this again. And I don't know that they've ever done it. But I'm just like, oh my God. And I tell people, I'm like, every oyster, I didn't have a bad oyster. It was like oysters that were like briny, so a little bit more salty. Then oysters were like sweet. And then oysters were like you were down in New Orleans. I'm just like, oh, like I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm like, this is so wonderful. And like, I never thought to pair oysters with beer, but I'm like, it
pair beer with every food.
Right.
Oh, excuse me.
But it was so good. And I tell people that, oh, my significant other doesn't like oysters. Just do they like beer? Yeah, come on. Like, I love oysters. I like beer. First of all, shut up. Come on anyway. I'm sure they had ciders, kombucha, whatever.
All good.
Yeah.
You can.
But it's you look at going like, oh, I think this is going to take forever. But something about the serpentine thing worked. I'm like, this is constant motion. So you can walk and drink and then walk and eat no matter what you're choosing to have. Is wonderful.
My only issue would be if I needed to step out for a minute and sit and take them.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Mm-hmm. So there's some people that could do that, and nobody minded. No, because it left enough space. You're like, I have 2 oysters. I have a beer. I want to sit. I don't want to rush this. Okay, go sit down at the table. You can go do
And
that.
then you can get back
in because it's moving.
Oh, sorry. It's
Yeah.
you guys. I cannot believe May is already gone.
It went like that.
It's
That's why I tell
so
people,
insane.
I hope you have your summer plans down. I
Oh,
hope you do because it will be the fastest 3 months ever. And you'll be like, holy shit, it's September. It's football season now. Did you
I'm
do your
getting-
June, July, and August like you want to?
Hey,
She's like a magical genie. You say her name, and Zoe starts. Come over here, Zoe.
Oh boy, mouse.
So they don't think I'm making this up.
There's
You
Zoe.
know Zoe I was talking about? We're not going to tell her what I was saying about her.
I know.
But here's Zoe.
Yeah. Hi, love. How you doing?
Just making cool camera popping.
You know how she came in this camera?
Does this mean I get a drink of beer?
Oh my gosh, honey, taste.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What are we tasting here, professionals?
This is Cellar Block 15,
Block 15.
Super Nebula.
Oh, from up in Corvallis.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, okay.
You want to get a clean glass? I mean,
Nah, it's fine. So
Oh yeah.
But you need to scooch.
Yeah, we're all friends here.
yeah, I want to see me. You want to see Zoe. I
I
get
know, of course.
It's got reverse orient. That's
I know. Because Zoe's wearing one of my favorite shirts that I want to steal from her. I know. God, I know.
I know.
Barsby. Come on, Barsby.
Barsby line.
I need okay, so everybody
Hang on,
scooch.
let me.
Yep. Move over.
World champion. Let me get my beer drinking hair out.
Okay.
Bitch.
Oh, good, because
Zoe's
I
letting her hair
didn't
down.
know if I could finish drinking this beer, so now Zoe's going to help. This is great.
Oh my gosh, it looks very thick and very tasty.
Chocolatey. So the theme has been beer clubs. So, beers that you pay the money and get really, really good beers. Membership.
From
So,
Block 15 beer.
yeah, which neither one of us are members, but I got this at that dinner that Merlin and I went to. So,
And so,
Oh.
the difference between just the Nebula and the Super Nebula. You like it?
Wow. Okay, yes is the first answer.
okay.
I feel a butt coming on.
That's all good.
No, yes, and
Yes. There we go.
this isn't my typical style of beer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm being honest when I
Zoe,
say yes.
can you tell us your typical style?
Oh my gosh, she's my sister incarnate. She's an IPA fan. Oh, sorry.
West Coast IPA, not hazy, not doubles,
Tradition.
not Belgium IPAs, not anything different than the West Coast. It turns out I like Oregon water, I like the West Coast, and it's the IPAs from the West Coast that I like.
Cheers to you, girlfriend.
So I think this is tasty as well. That's coming from an IPA drinker.
Yeah.
Who typically likes things bitter.
Mm-hmm.
It took me the longest time to realize the difference between. Well, I knew from the title, like West Coast IPA and New England IPA, and I'm like, oh, okay, so these are different IPAs. Are like no, meaning overly bitter. I'm like, oh, okay.
Putting this down so
I
we can
get
see
it.
your face, Keith. They know.
Versus like
Yeah, you can't see through.
Well, that's the thing I'm noticing. Unless you're at the very end, you could never see your friends through this beer.
Mm-mm.
So when having what's the name of it again?
Super Nebula.
Super Nebula, you can have a secret blocker, or I don't know where I'm getting
But
it.
what if your friends are also?
It's like, why?
Well, no, I'm like, if
No,
you're
yeah,
shy, you can hide behind it instead of see through it. But I don't know. The beer never makes anyone shy.
Cheers, love.
Yay! Cheers.
Are we interrupting you? Did you come up for anything? Okay.
Well, I mean, I just came up.
Are you here for a reason, Zoe?
Yeah.
Did you
Interestingly
get that? Like, why are you
I
here?
came up here because my friend Lisa found a disc that is owned by a man visiting from Norway who's doing the social media for Sweden and United States. So get all of this countries in one. Christian loses his disc on our property this morning, leaves town. Lisa finds it. Dustin finds a teeny tiny $400 little microphone part that goes to his little social media kit that he happened to leave on the counter.
Oh,
And
my
now
gosh.
he is back down at my house, what we call the downstairs, even though
Yeah,
it's not
we're upstairs now. I know.
Yeah.
It's elevation, literally.
Yeah, it's just elevation stuff.
Yeah, elevation.
Yes, so it's that way. And I am here to have this lovely beer that I can kind of feel going all down the tongue.
I know.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
You guys like this beer?
Oh,
So it's like it's
extra cheers, extra butter.
she kills me. That's why we were talking about.
I know.
And by we, I mean
The disc is right there, and it's on top of your little
your box.
your box. If you want your box back,
Well, all of
the
the
box
things
is
are good now. Yeah, I'm
the
really
box,
getting
the box served
Zoe,
the
it's on top
purpose,
for your.
but then I found a very very high end she designer term. I found a poof for sale.
Well, would you like to explain the purpose of
Explain the
Zoe's
poof,
box?
and then I'll get the
Zoe's
proof.
box.
For the
Okay.
fans.
Well, Zoe's box. So what happened is
It looks immaculate.
we're
People
doing
who
we're
haven't
doing
seen
some
Zoe's
remodeling
box.
in the house, and so basically almost a quarter of my house is unusable right now because we are tearing stuff down, we're rebuilding it, we're making it better, faster, stronger, and I I had to move stuff around, and when I'm sitting with my husband in our TV room and I'm doing my crafting stuff and we're watching a movie, I put my beer on the table next to me. Well, the table didn't exist anymore. It had to move, it had to go away, and I had no place to put my beer. So this is a good conversation. So Zoe brought up this tiny little box and it worked perfectly. I could just reach out and put my beer on the box. Well, then of course, me being me, I know her box. Oh my gosh,
Every day there's more purposes. Is that why they pay this guy? And who's paying? And
Let's
who are
just
they?
have a
know
moment
that
to
it has
talk
been
about
at least 4 or 5
worth of Zoe's box.
podcasts that I have not said, God damn you, my boy. Oh, God.
Hey,
Anyway,
but just so we can
stop.
prove that the construction, the box, the disc, all of it's real.
There's the disc that we found. It was sitting right wherever we found it.
Well, it's a
So,
putter. It'd
but
be really hard to lose a putter.
yeah, it was underneath. It was underneath the basket, I think. Anyway,
Which
but
is
sadly,
what the putter
both
disc should be.
both
Putting.
Travis lost the disc past Pirate Island up on the hill,
Oh,
right? Because he
wow.
launched
it.
he launched it, and it's Oregon had a winner, like we just said, the thistle, the blackberry, the everything. We searched, and we just need
Thick.
to. So Pirate Island's going to be a focus tomorrow and Friday because we just need to literally mow it down. We need to work on that hill. We need to find Travis's disc. My
Tis the
disc
time
is
of
up
year.
on the hill,
Yeah.
right by the tree.
That's what I heard.
And I didn't feel like climbing up there to get it.
Oh, okay.
And then Travis
know where
lost
it is?
3 other discs.
Yeah, that's
And
okay.
we retrieved the 3 other discs. And he
Tis
was
the
so
time of year.
despondent. He was so despondent because apparently this was now 7, 8, 9, and 10 discs that he's lost in the last couple of months, and he already replaced a bunch of them.
I'm sensing a pattern.
I know. Well, it's just it gets rough this
I went to
time of
go
year
play
where
golf on
it's
Memorial
not great.
Day. Still have all my clubs. So.
Oh, but how many balls did you lose?
Yeah. Do tell. Do tell.
Only one.
Okay, okay. And it is not typical to lose disc steering around. It's just
Especially your
No.
puffer.
spring turning into summer.
Oh, and he has this beautiful disc where if you hold it up to the sun, it's pink. But then you look at the disc and it's, yes, you can see the pink, but it's got blue glittery overlay. It is the most
cool.
amazing disc. And we're up back behind your house, and he said, I lost my blue glittery disc.
Oh no.
Yeah, he left it down the blueberries because he was upshotting from it and didn't pick it up.
He didn't pick it up.
He didn't
Okay.
pick it up. So
Yeah.
thankfully we
Tell
found
us about Dustin's putter.
Dustin's putter. Well, this is Christian's putter. But Dustin's putter is a white dagger, and it's always in the basket every time he lets go of it.
Okay.
That's why he's the
Dustin Aces.
That's why he's the Masters Cup champion. And in case you don't know what that means, down in Santa Cruz last weekend, 2 weekends ago, De La Viega, Dustin Keegan, inaugural Masters tournament, meaning 40 plus age protected division. The first time ever wins a big deal tournament. Cheers to Dustin. Oh, re-cheers. Re-cheers.
Re-cheers.
Re-cheers. Cheers to the kitty. We call him DK, Dustin the kitty. Oh boy.
We had Yeah, trust me, we've been drinking a lot of beer. I put it down because it's blocking your face, honey.
Oh,
But unless you want your face blocked.
Well, see,
So-
now here's where the entertainment value comes in. Once in a while, you can speak from the left side. Once in a while, you can speak from the right side. You can be like the balloon up top, or you can just be shy and
Did
hide
you see my shirt?
don't mind.
Safari.
There's no hiding.
I decided to wear safari today.
Who would have thought Friends Drinking Beer was already going to be 4 deep, and I got to be at the end of the fourth?
I
I
know.
want to hear
It's a
about the
special
Pfriem,
episode.
because that's
Oh,
a
the
really
Pfriem-
solid company.
The Pfriem was a beer wine hybrid.
Oops.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we
so-
poured it and it was purpley pink,
Barrel aged, but came out looking
Barrel aged.
like a
like a cherry
Farmhouse.
colored sour. Yeah, it was really pretty.
I like this bottle. I like the top of it. It's like so different. So yeah, it's a big bottle.
Yeah, Friem's bottles are.
Stop it!
all I do
Stop
is make
it!
eye contact. Oh, sorry.
We're over an hour, and I'm seriously considering stopping this video right now
okay,
because
we can
they-
stop. We
We're
got
at,
some Zoe
the,
time.
we're at the end of this, and
Yeah.
thanks for letting me cheers.
yeah. So surprise guest.
Friends drinking beer.
Yep.
Little Zoe happening
Zoe
here.
happenings.
I got
And we
stuck.
talked about you before you showed up.
I know,
That's so
seriously.
cool.
So yeah, I'm Lisa.
I'm Keith.
And I'm Zoe.
We'll see you in a month.
Cheers.
Like, subscribe, share.
All the things.
Cheers.